I'd like to call this special meeting, October 25th, 22 meeting in order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. In chambers. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, on this agenda, this special meeting agenda this morning, resolution for installing financing of Majestic Oaks land acquisition. What is the pleasure of council in regards to this resolution? Does any member have anything?
I have a couple of questions
Go
for
ahead,
Lisa
sir.
or Tara. Does this resolution, what are the key terms of this resolution and this revised contract?
So this resolution is our intent to basically go to the LGC to get the approval for installment financing. Due to the delay, the term has changed, and the bank interest rate has gone up to 4%. And the change in the total interest amount is $115,000 because the market is changing quickly, and they said that if we did it today, it would actually be 4.23, but they're holding the 4.0 for us. So it's rapidly going up.
So this delay is costing us, or adding $115,000 to the cost of the loan.
Correct.
Okay. Do we still have the prepayment penalties or no penalties?
So there's no
Those two-
penalty for any prepayment.
Okay, we can do that at any time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I just want to make sure I understand. The 115,000 is the additional interest we're going to pay.
Correct.
When does the LGC meet now?
November 1st.
November 1st. Okay.
Okay, so
And they must approve this.
Yes.
What we're gonna. Okay.
I have not received the agenda yet, but we've been informed that we've been put back on the agenda.
Okay.
So if the LGC approves this, what then are our options?
So if the LGC approves us to seek the financing, then this would be our contract. So then we would go and approve the contract with the bank and go into the closing procedures for that. Or we still have the option to not go into the installment financing and purchase outright. We're not locked into the installment financing, but at least gives us the option to do it. If the LGC denies us, then we just don't have the option to go into the financing contract.
And we would just write a check and pay for it.
Correct.
So the bank has put a lot of time and effort into redoing this package.
They have.
Okay, so what is this, if we go through this package and end up, for whatever reason, not taking the loan agreement, what does this do with our relationship with the bank?
So I've talked to them a lot over the last month, and they understand that this is not a normal situation that we're in because of our financial condition. We're in great financial condition. This was unforeseen, and they understand that this has played a part into the rate changing and everything else, and they're okay. So we have our fire truck loan with them. They understand that there's still a possibility for things in the future, and it's not going to hinder our relationship with them at all.
Good.
So if I understand this correctly, this leads us, we approve this resolution, and then regardless of what the LGC does, we still have the option of making the purchase.
Correct.
And it'll just be our decision whether we want to, how we want to do it, whether we want to take out a loan or not.
Yes.
Yeah. And so why do we have to go through this process? Why did the LGC not approve it the first time? Because our finances are just as good as they were then.
They had received comments from the public that raised concerns, and they said that they wanted to be cautious moving forward and investigate into each of the claims before moving forward, basically covering themselves to make sure that the claims were not founded.
So why are they putting us back on the agenda now?
They haven't said why. I mean, I have assumptions.
Were
that
any of the claims,
they
did
may
they
have?
consider any of the claims to be valid?
They did not. They did not tell me that.
The whole 70
That
pages?
would be the next discussion. I'm guessing at November 1st, they would either have more questions or let us know whether or not the claims were valid or not.
So they had a 70-page packet of submissions from 4 citizens, and they didn't consider those to be valid.
They haven't said specifically if they have found them valid or not, but they have put us back on the agenda.
That makes an implication there. Okay,
Right.
thanks. Thank you.
And Grady and Tara and I responded to the comments and provided the LGC with a package of those responses. So we assume that they have considered the information that we submitted to them
Yeah, they just haven't
in response to the
specifically said.
comments that were received.
One of the allegations was that this whole situation clearly demonstrates, I'm quoting, the appearance of collusion with the developer, conflict of interest concerns, misuse of public funds, and intentionally skirting basic open meeting laws to push through this unnecessary multi-million-dollar project. Did your answers to, did the Grady's answers to the LGC address those, clarify those?
They did.
And did any of them, were any of those considered valid?
We haven't received any responses from the LGC at this point. We've just submitted.
Okay, thank you.
I just, you get a few people that hate the town. They don't want the town to move forward. And they write to the LGC to try and stop this. And some of their allegations are just outright lies. And because of these 4 or 5 people, it's going to cost the town and the taxpayers $115,000. That's terrible. I have more to say, but I'm not going to say it.
It's probably best.
Thank you.
I don't have any other questions.
I have no questions.
You got anything else, Mike?
No, I'm
You
good.
sure? Or
I'm
we
good.
move on?
I'm good.
All right, John, you got anything else?
Nope.
I'm
Charlie, you sure you don't want to say what you want to say?
Good. I'm good.
What's the pleasure of council in regards to this matter? Do you need a motion, Lisa, to go with this?
The whole block for that on that front page
The blacked out block?
mhm,
just the
would need to be
blacked out.
part of the motion.
Just the blacked out part, just the
Yeah, the
bold.
bold.
Just
Yeah.
the one little bold section. What's the pleasure of council in regards to this resolution?
I'll make the resolution of the Town Council of the Town of Sunset Beach, North Carolina, approving an installment financing contract and deed of trust, security agreement, and fixture filing, the execution and delivery thereof, and providing for certain other related matters. I might make that motion.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, moving on next to the Partif grant funding for Majestic Oaks land acquisition. What's the pleasure of council in regards to this?
Lisa, could you explain what this is,
Yes.
please?
Let's see. Yes.
This is the contract for us accepting the Partif grant in the amount of $500,000. What this means is that the Majestic Oak property will be held in perpetuity as a public access and public park.
And it's with this $500,000 that we're approving today, previously a contract of $1.5 million.
hmm
Okay, so all right.
And when we get the grant money, it'll pay down the loan. No.
Councilman
No.
Aaron, you got anything?
Oh,
That's
hold
wrong.
it, hold it, hold it.
The purchase price was 2
$2
million.
million.
And we financing 1.5. So when we had talked about this the first time, we had said that like we felt confident in the grant, and so that we were going to just do the 500,000 out of fund balance, replace fund balance. So this 500,000 doesn't have anything to do with the loan, other than the loan is the other piece of the purchase. The other $250,000 grant that we are still up for potentially getting would pay down part of the loan.
And when should we hear about that $250,000 grant?
The last I heard is within the next month.
hmm Should be any day now.
Now, who's the $250,000 grant from?
Division of Coastal Management.
Just to make sure that everybody out there listening understands, if we don't go through with the purchase of this property, we lose that $500,000 grant. How would we stand with part of for future grants?
We would not receive a future grant. In
One
our
of the
opinion.
criteria that Part F looks at is past performance with grant money.
So if we turn down the grant, then we can write off any future part of grants.
It would be a lot harder to get one.
And we received part of grant to help with the purchase of the mainland park and with the construction.
All right, well, I want to make sure everybody out there watching understands that these same 5 people, 4 or 5, whatever it is, took the risk with their false allegations of keeping the town from getting any further part of grants. That's it.
You got anything else, Mike?
I'm good.
I'm good.
You need a motion on this, Lisa? What's the pleasure of council in regards to the Part F grant funding for the Majestic Oaks land acquisition?
I'll make the motion that we accept the $500,000 part of grant on
Go ahead.
behalf of the town of Sunset Beach.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
There's nothing else. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I have a
Second.
second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.